Happy new month, guys. Yeah, welcome back once again to my channel, and in today's video I'll be taking you through some things that I think are very important for all international students to know, even as they live in the diaspora. And I'm also very happy that two people who joined my channel have made it. One is in Southern Illinois University, another person got denied, unfortunately. She's still working on her visa application. Hopefully by December she will join us in the diaspora. If today was 4 years ago, the first advice I'll give to myself is to attend all JobFS. As we all know, in America, if you're an F1 visa holder, your visa has lots of restrictions. So you cannot work off campus. And as at the time, what I knew was that, or what I was made to understand is that it's very difficult for you to find a job that will sponsor you and all of that. And though there are lots of jobs available, we do not qualify because of our visa status, which is very true. Oftentimes, we would have these job fairs where career recruiters come around to speak to students. I remember that all those sessions, I would just pass through with a few of my friends because I knew that we don't qualify, so we are just going for going sake. But truth is, I saw this lady on TikTok about, I think last year, was an international student like myself, or like all of us, or an international student watching me now. And now this lady has now been sponsored. And what advice that she gave on the channel is what I'm giving to you today as the first point. What she said was that as much as there is a very high tendency that these companies might not recruit you, you could always start talking to them, and you might want to start working with them on voluntary basis as an intern. Probably as you work for them in that space and they look at your CV or your resume, you can never tell. Luck might be on your side and fortune will just smile on you, and these companies might recruit you. But how do they recruit you if you don't even attend these sessions at all? So before you count yourself out of any job role or anything, please be sure enough to at least try and be present. And you can always start by working as an intern. I know that even in America, where we have visa restrictions on where we can work, we have the option of CPT and all of that. So please look into that, and please avoid the temptation to just fold your arms and think that, oh, I don't qualify, so I would not want to attend these job sessions. Please attend, because some of the recruiters that come around don't mind recruiting you as an intern. And I understand that most of us have very good resume, even back home, because we have lots of job experiences and our skill set might match what these recruiters are looking for. So don't let your F1 visa hold you back from attending these informative sessions or these job recruitment sessions. Second advice I would like to put out is that please be very careful not to disclose your financial information with your family and friends. I understand that this can be very some way, okay, but please let me explain first. The point is that I think when I came to the US afresh, or like most of us, when we see the dollar, we see the pound, we see whichever currency you are spending, trust me, it's way higher than what we spend back at home. And we get so happy and we get so excited. And like all other good news, there's that tendency that we might want to share the information with our friends and family. But please bear in mind that as international students, no matter how high the money we might be receiving in terms of stipends are, you are still an international student. And the department or the school often gives these stipends or these scholarships according to the cost of living in the country where you are studying. So in as much as this money can be so high in your home country, it is out of this money that you are supposed to pay your rent, pay your bills, and every other thing, like basically cost of living. And when you disclose the amount to your friends or your family back at home, what they will think is that you are making so much. This money, although very high in your home country, is not so much as compared to what you are supposed to live on in the country where you are presently studying. And eventually, as time goes on, and because you've already informed them about how much you are making, some of them might not be smart enough to understand that there are different terrains and there are different spending capabilities in terms of where you live now. So their expectations will be very high. And if you're not able to meet it, you'll be in trouble. So before you disclose all of this information, how much you make, I know that the temptation is so high. I know you are so excited. I know you are so happy and you really want to share your good news with people that you care about and with people that love you too. But I would advise that please take your time a bit. Study the terrain very well and check your expenditure for a while, for the next 3 to 6 months. Then you can properly know and track your savings and know what your money is going into. Then what I'm saying does not mean that do not render financial support to your family and friends back at home. As and when you can afford, please try and do that, because really, no matter how bad it is for you as an international student here, the little dollar or pound you send home can actually help someone pay a medical bill or feed for that day. So that's not to say you should be stingy, but that's to tell you that you need to be very careful with how you announce your finances, because the understanding that you have here is different from what they have back at home. So please be careful before you start disclosing everything that you've got and all of that, because as you are telling them, I'm not sure you'll be telling them that you are paying this much for rent, you are paying this much for electric, for your phone, and all of that. Okay, so please be very careful about your communication. Another thing is that saying these things to your friends and family, sometimes out of joy and all of that, if caution is not taken, you create envy for yourself where it should not have been. But if you're rather quiet and you shut up about your stuff, and then you help as and when, it's really safe and better. The third advice I'll give to you is that please do not rush to start a business back at home. Please. This is very important to me, because when I came to America as an international student, as somebody who has always been very business oriented, like back at home trying to sell African print, to sell Tom Brown, everything humanly possible, I think I might have sold some while in Ghana. So moving to America, I was very eager that, oh, at least now that I'm in the US, and then at least if I'm saving little dollar for my stipend, it could start something back at home. But you know that you are not in Ghana, you are not in your home country, and unless of course you have very trusted family. I have very older parents, so my parents are not able to take care of my businesses while I live in the diaspora. Personally, this move of starting a business back at home has not been so helpful to me. I don't know about you. If you feel you have trusted friends and then you have trusted family members who can take care of the business for you while you are here, then fair enough. Other than that, some of the business you can actually venture into is real estate, where you buy some plots and then sell them eventually, or something that does not demand your attention, where you have to be there every time, post about it, hype it. And remember, you just came, so you are barely finding your feet into the educational system of whichever country that you have actually enrolled in. So this means that, and it's a graduate program, so this means that it requires more attention in terms of your academics and everything, like your mental well-being. So really what I want to tell you is that some of these businesses require your time in terms of responding to customers, in terms of posting on Instagram, Facebook, and all of that. So it needs your attention. So I think that the best thing you can do for yourself is to save yourself that stress for now. Focus on your education, and then the business can come later. Do you understand me? And then starting a business, unless of course you are doing it already in your home country, but if you are yet to start it and it's something that will require your attention, and if you are not present, the people back at home might not really understand the vision that you have. And you, the vision bearer, cannot be in the diaspora while you expect people to do things as if they were in your shoes. And they know that since you are the one who is investing in the diaspora, there is that tendency that if things don't go well, you'll be persuaded to still keep on pumping more money into the business, while those back at home might not care so much about it. I have personal experiences. I know of 2 friends who have gone into a printing business. Another person also went into food delivery business, and it all did not turn out so well as expected. It looks very lucrative. It looks like a very good plan, like a good idea. But for now, please hold on with the business and think about it later. The fourth advice I would give to you is that please, for God's sake, respect the rules and the regulations of the country where you live in, as well as the rules on your visa. So you know that the main reason why you're in the country is for you to study. There's that tendency for you to try to go and find jobs to do and do other things that might not be in your best interest in terms of your visa. So please, I would entreat you to make sure that you always stick to the rules within your visa regulations. That eventually in the future, where there's a chance for you to, change your status to, become permanent resident and all of that, you don't find yourself in a very terrible situation where you end up regretting. Okay, so respect those rules. Please respect rules and regulations in the country where you live in terms of everything. Please respect it, and then just respect their values as well, and don't try to push your country's values into their own country. Just respect it and then live in peace with everyone. The fifth advice I'll give to you is that please think about your exit plans. Like, I went to the US in 2019, and by May 2021, I was graduating. It took 2 years. Like, it didn't even take 2 years. With exit plans, I mean that after my master's degree, what is the plan? After this undergrad, what is the plan? Do I want to go back into my home country? Do I intend staying here? If I want to stay here, what are the rules and regulations so that I'll not become illegal? Think about all of those things. We're in October though, but the visa period might end very, very soon. By the time you realize your visa, the duration of study has ended. And that's a very bad time for you to start thinking about what you really want to do with your life. So if you have anything to do, the time is now, Charlie. Think about your exit plan. What is the plan? What do you really want to do? Do you want to pursue a PhD afterwards? What do you want to do? anything that's, just think about what you do after the end of the program, and stop throwing hopes in the air and then just hoping and wishing, because by the time you realize, time has already caught up with you and you'd have to return or else become illegal, which is something I doubt you really want to find yourself in that position. The third advice I would like to throw out there is that please don't self-marginalize. Like, nobody has offended you, nothing has happened. And especially with we Africans, should I say Africans? Let me use Ghanaians for example. We've been raised in such a way that most of us end up not too confident, and sometimes we are a bit timid and all of that, especially in mass gatherings. Rather just be quiet, and then just, even when we don't understand certain things, we are very quiet. The things I'm thankful to God that he gave me the opportunity to travel is the fact that it opened my eyes to a new world of adventure and confidence. Because I remember that when I went to school in the US, some of my first days in class, you ask a question and the lecturer is not offended. You ask a question and then the lecturer, even when you feel you are wrong, they are actually encouraging you to speak up. Whereas in Ghana, sometimes even to raise your hand and answer a question, you are so timid that what if I get it wrong, because of some of the approach that some of our professors use in teaching. And that's not the case here. And if you don't understand anything, don't be quiet. If there's a regulation you don't understand, if there's something that you don't know about scholarships, feel free. Walk to finance office, walk to international student office, just be there. And I'm not sure any international student office would just walk you away without answering your questions, okay? So don't just stay in your own corner and then be timid. Ask questions. If you're in the UK, if you're in Holland, anywhere, Germany, wherever that you find, China, please don't fold your arms and just be there as if, oh, me. No, that thing does not work here. Unless you talk, no one really cares about you, or no one knows what is going on with you. So please speak up, speak up, speak up. Okay, you are in a different country altogether. So if you don't speak up for yourself, really, you just be in your own corner, and nothing will be going on for you while things are happening for other people as well. So please don't self-marginalize. You'll be depressed though. You'll be bored every time. You'll be depressed. You don't deserve that. I think the schoolwork itself is so hectic that you don't want to add all that boredom to it, to yourself. Okay, so please feel free and ask questions. The last advice I'll give to you is that avoid the temptation to make friends with only people from your home country. Yes. Or there is that tendency that you might think that because we are all from Ghana, because we are all from Liberia, because we are all from Nigeria, we speak the same language. That's a very good thing, because it gives you that sense of community, that sense of belongingness, because you meet people that you can have shared conversations with, you can have shared values with, and you have like things in common. So it makes the transitioning process easy, because you know people around you. In as much as that is a good idea, please don't just stick to your people. Please make friends with other cultures. I look back and I'm sad. I'm like, no, I should have made more friends with Asians. I should have tried more Indian meals. I should have tried more Japanese meals, because the world is not just in Africa. So the beauty of travel too is that it gives you the chance to meet people from different places where you might never step in your life. So you can live life, or you can experience the world through them. So don't think that, oh, I'm a Christian, I won't take Muslim friends. I'm straight, I won't take gay friends. No, don't do that. Mingle. Just take it. Despite our demographics, despite our anything, just mingle, because you can never tell who would be of help to you. And talking about mingling, one of the reasons why you should mingle, apart from experiencing socialization and other cultures, is that it also helps you, to get new opportunities. Imagine that you're only talking to people from Ghana, people from Nigeria, only Africans. Really, how will you hear about other opportunities? Imagine that you don't mingle with other people. How would you hear about new information? How would you hear what other new pathways? So avoid that temptation to just be with your own people or your own tribe. In as much as they are also good people, and that's fair enough, please be sure enough to open up to new cultures, so that whenever new ideas or new stuff come up, that will help your international student journey and your future prospects. You will not be left out, okay? So don't do yourself that harm. When you hear about any event, any Indian people event, you are there. Any Christian people party, you are there. Any Muslim people celebrating their Eid al-Adha, you are there already, with your Arab friends and everything. So that is the way to go. Don't just, oh, me, I'm from Ghana. Only Ghana conversation. Nah, bro. Nah, sis. That's not the way to go about things. And if you work with these people, sometimes there are some scholarships that you might not know about, but then you could hear it from them. Oh, Charlie, there's this thing going on for international students. Please check it out. And not just international students who are from other places, but the country that you live in. Let's say if you're in America, if you're schooling in Canada, make Canadian friends. Make Canadian friends. They will take you to meet their families. They will take you to meet their friends as well. And that's how you build networks. That's how you build relationships. I can't even stress it enough about the importance of not just sticking to your tribe, but opening up to other cultures. Okay, so thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you learned a thing or two that can help you as we all maneuver our way through this international student status. Have fun, have all the fun in the world, and enjoy. Bye.